I'm going to take my pants off. I'm going to jerk off while I do the podcast. That's an idea that hasn't been touched before.
That's an idea that I had.
You know, that was actually something you pitched, which I think could work. I think that could work for some audience. It would have to be posted on, like, I don't know. Will YouTube let you jerk off, but it's only audio? Huh? Chatterbait? Well, Chatterbait's got to be live, baby. You gotta some comments. Dude, we should do one of these where we just get the comments from Chatterbait. I know there's people who do that. I think we'd have unique takes. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Going alphabetically, maybe we'll just start with how about pick a number between 1 and 5. All right. We're doing vaping. All right. So vaping. Yeah.
God. Dude.
I mean, so this is going to be a debate because I'm holding a vape in my hand. I like vaping. I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, but I think it's the best way to do nicotine.
The debate,
it's most efficient.
The debate is not if it's the best thing in the world or the efficiency. The debate is if it's gay or that is the debate. Nobody. It's like driving a Prius. Like, you're a fag and you save gas. That's cool. I'm not debating your gas mileage. I'm not debating you saving the planet. I'm calling you a faggot, and you have to provide the burden of proof that you are not.
All right, so let's do an alternative. So, like, I think you got to do like snooze for cigars. Those are your thing.
No, I'm not for or anything. I'm just for or against fat.
Well, then we're not getting anywhere because I'm not really for this. Although I was going to say,
it's just so
your
gay.
snooze isn't Christmas themed.
It's just so gay.
Mine is Christmas themed. Look at this.
Wait, okay. Even gayer.
I need you to get a reaction to that.
It's Christmas themed. Like, this is going to go. I don't care. That's gay. It's gay. It has little fucking pictures on the front. So what?
That's got a screen. It's got a little iPhone screen.
That's. I would rather have you use a modded one, like an obnoxious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember.
Like, that's like
when I started. That's what we were using.
That's like putting rims on a Prius. Like, I don't have any quarrel with that.
At least I could just throw this out.
Yeah, so you're killing the environment.
Well, yeah, but that's
killing the environment. You're killing your lungs, and you're looking like a fag at the same time.
Not really much of a debate. I can't dispute any of that.
Yes,
it tastes good. It's easy. I can do it in bathrooms anywhere.
The problem with vaping is that it's a microcosm of a greater problem in society. We're forgetting about our roots. You know what I mean? We're forgetting about heritage. We're forgetting about, like customs and...
It's all made in China, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever happened to good old Virginia tobacco, dude? You know what I mean? And whatever... smoking a vape is like being a woman committing suicide. You know what I mean?
What?
It's like...
Well, hear me out on this one, guys.
It's like, what the fuck is that? Like, you're half-assing it. You know what I mean? It's like, just get the gun and shoot yourself. They'll take a bunch of sleeping pills and call your mom 7 times before. You know what I mean? So you get woken up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get the gun and do it, dude.
Don't be a woman about committing suicide.
Well, I mean, it's kind of true. You know, the statistics, they're not very successful. They're not as good as Did I say that? Did I say that? Am I allowed to say that they're not as good at us? Even when it's negative, like,
yeah, thank God they're not as good.
They're like, yo, we don't want to die. And they're like still like really good at it. Like, literally, you're like, no, you're not.
No, you're terrible at it.
Take 3 Percocets and like have a seizure. Like, fuck you. Get a shotgun, put it on your back.
Jesus Christ, no,
blow your brains out of the back of your skull in your child's room and scar him forever. And either turn him into a drug addict or a future president. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's his.
It's his hypothetical.
It's his.
Oh my!
I don't really give it.
Jesus Christ!
You know what I mean?
I don't think there's anyone in the world who could process that the same way you do.
It's totally reasonable.
Well, no, it's like, yeah, I mean, no, it is. But it's like, most people are like, hey, man, that's too far. You brought it up. You took it there. I would never take it there. I'm the one who likes to get fucked up with things. I'm the one who likes to push it too far. But with you, that's an area I won't touch. And you're making me uncomfortable with your truth.
Yeah, because the difference is that you like to take it too far, and that's just how my brain works. That's just the thing. I don't think I'm taking it too far when I say that.
How many times have you said, like, that's a little much, maybe we should cut that part?
Yeah, that's fair. But that's because it's not coming out of my mouth. Because I worry about you. I don't worry about myself. I'm an open book. I have no prospects. I have no prospects. I'm deeply lonely on the inside.
It's so
This
crazy
is
that
it
you
for
see
me.
yourself that way.
This is it for me.
Oh,
I'm on an
God.
island of my own creation. You know what I'm saying?
You're putting yourself there.
This is it.
You're like China making those fake islands.
Fine. At least I'm making something. You know
I'm
what I
about
mean?
to leave my wallet here, and
Whoa.
yeah,
Then I would have just sat here and done a bunch of cocaine and got my shit done really quickly. Cocaine is great for that, you know?
Well, no, because you got to do more cocaine. Like, well, I mean, your cocaine because it's all meth.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's total bullshit. No, it's not. That's doing bad grade shit. If you did so much shit, you'd have a heart attack.
Because it's meth.
No. It was white and flaky and gave me a very nice dopamine hit. Dude.
Yes.
And I could go to sleep.
So is bleached
within
flour.
an hour and a half. You know what I mean? I can tolerate this.
No, you should not.
I can tolerate this shit talk.
I know of all the things.
You never did my cooking.
Of all the things. Maybe we should, we're a relapse. Just check this out.
I did more cocaine than you.
Yes.
Who are you talking
You know what?
about?
It's not even a competition. Yeah, you totally, you.
I was banging 7 gram raw.
I know, because,
watching Charlie Sheen interview.
Because my cocaine was just so good I didn't need that much, but. Yeah.
No, because you would just quit. You're a quitter.
Yes, I'm a quitter.
Because you're a quitter.
You're right.
You were doing it at your dad's house. I have my own place. And I would just sweat, butt naked on my couch. Peer out of my windows, trying to see if my neighbors are trying to steal some of it.
At least I had movie night, to look forward to. Like, I did live in my dad's house. I had to be basically a child. But
child doing cocaine.
I had this one night to look forward to where we would actually talk to each other. We'd go around the house not addressing each other as much as possible. And then the one night of the week.
That's sad.
I know, it's really sad. That's not quite as extreme as that sounds, but it was basically like that, yeah.
That's almost as sad as putting a shotgun in your mouth and blowing in your child's room while they're sleeping. And then waking up and picking up the fucking excrement that has become your brain.
Doing this.
Saying, Daddy.
He didn't do it in front of you. Not in front of you.
Daddy.
All right, I guess I don't want to litigate the truth about this, but like, okay, I am curious, but I'm not going to do it while we're recording shit, I guess.
Oh, you thought I was talking about that?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about that.
You were
I was
100% in that territory.
No, I was not at all. I wasn't even thinking about
Christ.
that.
You weren't thinking about that.
I swear to God.
All right. Well, then I retract all the stuff about you being too fucked up because that's really boring. If that was it, I'm sorry. You didn't understand why I had that reaction to that?
It didn't cross my mind at all.
Jesus Christ.
Did not cross my mind.
Well, I'm sorry to bring it up.
Yeah, I was like, why is this guy bringing it up just now? Like, that's what I started thinking. I was like, what is this guy talking about?
Oh
like,
my God! Don't make
like, this guy's Dr. Phil.
You're doing this to make me the asshole.
I'm actually not. No, genuinely, I'm not. To quote the Kardashians, Bible.
To go into my DNA and just extract the word that is, coming out all the time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh my God!
So Vapes are for fags. They're like guys who drive Prius that don't put rims on it. Like Baron Davis drove a Prius and he blacked the whole thing out and put rims on it. It was a black guy Prius, Black guy Priuses are cool. You know what I mean? Or like a white trash Prius. You put some numbers on the side, you put some flames, you know what I mean? That's cool. But don't be the guy. Don't be.
Not saying it's a white trash Prius.
Yes, there is. But don't be. Mom drove a Prius. That's a white trash Prius. Don't be a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
But like,
you have to drunk drive it. It has to have 300,000 miles on it. But don't be like Tim Wall's Prius. The Tim Wall's Prius is bad. Like I like to watch my wife get fucked type Prius.
How do you think he lost all his money? Or he just didn't have any money. They're both with him and his wife, apparently.
Because
let's just spread.
Wasn't he a teacher?
He was a teacher. Yeah, he just didn't have any.
Yeah. So of course, how would he have money?
No, man. You work.
He's teaching a bunch of fucking Somalis.
What was he doing before? Was he? Yeah,
he was in the fake military.
He was in the fake.
He was in the National Guard.
Yeah.
He was with Larry the Cable Guy, being a weekend warrior. They would say, "Oh, it's weapons of war."
He was trying to.
It was like Tim. We all know you didn't. And if you did, you would have gotten kidnapped and fucked in the ass by a bunch of goat fuckers in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Maybe he actually did serve. and he got fucked in the ass
so hard. He's like, I can't touch it.
And he can't. He's like, I didn't do it. But I ways weapons of war, and he's just talking about cocks. Because Bin Laden was a big, tall, skinny guy. He's just talking about Bin Laden's cock.
Oh my
just
God.
Monster cock, just going in Tim Walz's little pink ass.
I like that.
I mean?
There has to be some threat of death as we do the pod. I mean, not really. Like that couch is probably so soaked with cum you can't.
It's not. I would come on the floor in front of the couch. Right? Actually, right where I picked my
LaCroix up from when it fell.
You see that little black stain right there?
He's black.
Yeah.
God.
Black cum.
Good Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
God Almighty. That is.
Yeah.
That is prehistoric.
That's NFL player cum right there. That's coal miner cum. That's what that is. That's what that is, dude.
It's coal.
That's coal miner cum, dude.
Oh,
I've been watching all these videos on YouTube. Of, like these shorts have popped up, and it's just like West Virginia coal miners like rebelling against the owners, and it's just like 400,000 coal. And there's like white guys and black guys, and they all talk like Randy Moss. You know what I mean? And it just fires me up, and I just think about just killing everyone in power.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But then I step back and I go, I don't really believe that because I'm a coward.
Have you seen the scene from Chernobyl with the coal? Now you're literally riding the couch, you fucking psychopath. I hate how much I love the fun. This is so funny.
Where's my knife?
But have you seen the? Yeah, go get your knife. I'll get it for you. Here it is.
It's right now. Yes.
Have you seen the scene? Have you seen Chernobyl, the show?
No.
So I haven't watched the whole show, but there's a scene on YouTube where these Polish coal miners get called in to help with the accident.
Some Polacks.
And so some Russian, representative goes to them with like a bunch of soldiers, but there's so many of the coal miners, and Russian soldier just tells them like, we need you to come, you're coming. And the head coal miner says like, no, fuck you. We're not coming. And he's like, you have to. We have soldiers. It's like, you can shoot maybe 2 or 3 of us, but that will beat you to death. Yeah. I was like, I love that.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a bunch of like well-armed mountain people in West Virginia.
Dude. Hey, with guns.
Hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Hop up on Mountain Dew, baby. Dude, like,
the fucking Russian guy just said Donald Trump like, you're gonna come. You're gonna come. We're not gonna come. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna fucking come. You're gonna fucking come.
Better watch out. There's gonna be more cum than you've ever seen. This is emotional.
It's black cum. It's very rare.
It's very rare.
My cum is very rare.
That's why my daughter's so hot.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Adderall.
I wanna I would no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
What are you gonna say? Now you gotta say it.
No, it's
too late. Too late.
I was just gonna say that I don't really find anything wrong with what he said, but not because of what he said, because he didn't because he doubled down. Like I did
doubled down. Yeah,
I dig bring back toxic, empowered, angry men who doubled down on the horrible things they say.
Yeah.
I think the world was better when we did that.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, my daughter.
It means that all of you want to fuck her. Because I can fuck any girl in the whole world.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to find a clone of my daughter.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a little Chinese girl that looks exactly like me.
I'm going to dress a Chinese girl up. Little Chinese boy is a little Chinese girl.
And then they're going to make my hat.
I'm going to make my Secret Service head named Jerome. Big guy.
Big guy.
Fuck this little Chinese crossdresser until he bleeds.
And, Mr. President, what does this have to do with you wanting to fuck your daughter?
Everything. It has to do with everything.
Okay. An organic way to get to the topic of Adderall is people have always speculated that Trump takes some types of drugs.
Fine.
Well, I mean, fine, but like Adderall, we've both taken a lot of Adderall. What does that, do you think that's what it is, or is it something experimental and new?
What?
What he's taking, what Trump is taking.
He's taking good shit.
He's
not taking our shit.
Yeah, he's not taking our shit. There's no way.
There's no way.
Yeah, he's taking like he's real COVID
the fucking
vaccine.
Bradley Cooper limitless drug. But he started off as a fucking bumbling retard. So now he's just kind of like a witty stand-up.
A happy medium.
It's like a witty stand-up now. Not from just like retard.
As a full-on retard.
Full-on retard who eats McDonald's and can't fucking take $1 billion and make $1 billion and one, to a guy that is just overly confident and has witty remarks.
Got lucky ones. Oh my God.
That's what it is. It's got to be that, dude.
He's just like, he just can't find, he just can't do basic.
Wow, now I know how to wipe my ass. Wow. Have you ever tried this? Flushing the toilet.
Fantastic.
It's great. I used to have my little Chinese boy flushing.
Used to wipe my ass, you know. They say I had little hands, but he really can do it. He can get in there.
He sticks his whole hand in my ass.
Yeah,
it's great. Those little Chinese hands.
I've always said a baby arm would be the perfect thing to clean my ass.
A Chinese babies, they don't have hair.
Oh my God.
They feel like lizards.
You lube them up, you slip them right in there.
They're not people. There's too many of them.
All right.
You're just like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. That might just be crazy enough to work.
That might just be crazy enough to work.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I want him to be my president.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi's like, we need to kill him. We need to kill him right now.
I feel like Pelosi only wants to kill him because she likes men that just bow to her will, even though she has no sexual appeal.
Yeah.
She's just like, and she never had sexual appeal.
Oh my God.
And she's just like, that's the whole thing with her husband.
Yeah.
She sent that guy over to beat him up and fuck him in the ass. She sent that guy over.
I don't think that's what he
did. And she's like, you want a SEAL team next, John? You know what I mean?
They'll come in here. They'll get tactical.
Yeah, they will stick a mag light up.
Oh, look at one of those sink snakes, and they'll just shove it right in there. Turn on the hose.
Is she Jewish?
Yeah, I think so. No, she's like Italian.
Okay. See, that's the greatest. That shows how the American people have become so ignorant, right?
They can't even
because like 9/11, like Building 7 is like
where is this going?
9/11 Building 7 is like nothing hit the thing and it fell down. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, right? That one is the obvious one, right? But we've become so ignorant and lazy and stupid that we think that a fucking WAP bitch is a better stock trader than every Jew in the Yeah, right, dude. You know what I mean?
I told you the thing that
He's Italian. Italians are retarded.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Do the same thing about Fauci.
What did he do?
He's talking about
Italian too.
Dude, he is full Italian.
We have an Italian head of health?
Yeah.
Really?
We do, yeah.
Really?
He's full Italian.
What is up with this? Dude, everybody talks about the Jews. What about the Italians?
Yeah.
Cuomo. Other Cuomo. Cuomo's dad. Pelosi. Fauci. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, the Cuomos, man, they're a whole separate thing because they don't even look competent.
No.
Yeah, but the Nancy and Fauci, they give the appearance of knowledge of their shit.
Nancy does not. She looks like an old, shriveled up bitch. She looks like a cum rag that got a spray tan, dude. And they put a little wig on her, some pearls in a pink suit.
Because she looks like she does incantations. She looks like a witch who can manipulate the pedophiles who pull the levers to do things for her.
Yeah, she does look like a witch.
Yeah,
she does look like a witch with a really good nose job.
But I mean, obviously, a cum rag with a spray
tan and a pink fucking pantsuit and some pearls and some lip liner, dude. After this, I'm gonna get one of my socks and do that to him and see if it makes it look like Nancy Pelosi. And I bet it will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would be. But
she's better than
that. Would be the thing. That would be the best first post on our Instagram page.
Did you hear what Cuomo said? When the governor won when he got caught?
No.
For sexual harassment.
No. What he said?
This fucking retard gets on the news with a straight face. I mean, this is how stupid these people are, really.
Yeah.
He gets on the news with a straight face, and they're like, so, Mr. Cuomo, like, you asked your 18-year-old intern to come sit on your lap, and, like, we're, like, saying cutesy things to her. He was like, I'm not going to deny that I did that, but it is a cultural Italian thing.
Yeah.
It's a cultural differences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how fucking absurd is that, dude? Like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess then killing Jews is a cultural thing for Germans. And we should be able to get away with that. You know what I mean? Let the Germans kill the Jews. I guess Indians shitting in showers.
Shit, I
You know what I
told
mean?
you that.
I guess, you know, Chinese people being rude on the subway is also a cultural thing.
We're already getting into
I
that
guess,
territory.
you know, English people colonizing is a cultural thing, and they shouldn't have to apologize either. Like, when does it end? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, we should, like, in that regard, we should allow the cartels to continue their vicious reign of terror, because in terms of Aztec culture, it's not that far off. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true.
Nailing
I can
people
see
to
that
walls
much more directly
and
than
taking
the
their
Germans
hearts out.
should be able to kill the Jews.
No, but that's a cultural thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're not wrong. I'll
It's
say that much.
No,
But it's a
I do not
behavior we
support
don't
it.
tolerate.
No. But that's the thing. If we accept the cultures, we have to tolerate cultural differences.
I don't think it's
If it's
deeper than Aztec
pedophilia,
stuff.
if it's pedophilia, well, I guess that's an Italian thing. You know?
She's 18.
If it's being, okay, fine, just being a creep, which it is.
Yeah.
He's not lying.
Yeah.
He's not lying. If you've ever been to Europe and you go to Southern Europe, every girl hates going to Southern Europe. They all have this grandiose view of Capri and all these places, right? Italy. And then they get to Italy and every guy is trying to drug them and grab them by the, you know, the Gucci. Like every single one. I was in Italy with a girl and she got drugged 3 separate times. Granted, she was dumb, right? Like she would just leave her drink at a bar and like go dance for 20 minutes and then pick it back up. You know what I mean? It's a fucking Guido. It's just fucking poisoned it.
Oh,
you know?
Oh my God, dude.
And
I learned the ice cubes sink when you get drugged.
I don't know. I've never partied in West Hollywood. I'm not worried about being drugged.
I think I did, but I don't quite remember.
All I remember is waking up in a back alley.
I remember I woke up in a really nice house.
And there was some crust on my cheek and beard. Dude.
Well, they're always, I mean, you know, I get acne and stuff. I thought it was just a little different this morning. Sometimes I drool. Sometimes I drool in my eye and in my hair a little bit. I must have been sleeping at a weird angle. That is.
So I guess we should just accept that. Let's just accept that. You know what I mean?
Why don't you come sit on my lap?
Right. Hey, you. It's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
Can you please come sit on my lap, Mrs. Intern Lady?
It is racist to call my brother Fredo. You cannot call him Fredo because that is a racial term for Italian.
But it goes against him as well because the Godfather, they have integrated mafia culture into their culture.
Look, someone's got to be phrased.
So you can't,
And Chris Cuomo.
Fredo.
Jesus Christ.
That guy walked.
You got to take that fucker out in a rowboat.
He walked by me one time in New York, and this guy, I swear to God, looks like The Rock. He's a steroid monster.
The steroid.
This guy's a fucking monster, and I would still eat him, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would still eat him. You know what I mean? Italians haven't won a war since Julius Caesar. You know what I mean? All they do is look at the fucking ruins that they have.
What about Rocky? What about
What about Rocky?
What about Rambo? What about Scarface?
What about Sly? 5'7", 155.
All these different fictional characters. They got hundreds of bodies under their belt. And you're saying you could do better than them?
Yeah. That's my biggest problem. Is that they have invented this idea about them. And like, Dad is from New Jersey and knew a bunch of mob guys, right? Knew a bunch of mob guys back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, you will be scanning these guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I wouldn't.
Oh.
They all look like Sylvester Stallone. They're 5'7", 150 pounds. You know what I mean? I'm 6'2", 230.
Yeah.
I will eat them. You know what I mean? I will
That's a
eat them.
sexual misunderstanding I have.
I will eat them.
I will eat
I
them.
will literally murder them
And eat their
put
bodies.
them into a fucking meatball and feed them. So you like that meatball, bro?
Like that. Maybe it's authentic.
Yeah, it is.
It's authentic.
It's an Italian meatball. You fuck.
You feel them spices in there?
I mean, that's why you got like Italians must be tiny, unathletic, and unstrong. That's why they hate black people the most. Out of any group in the entire world, they hate black people the most. They rival Southern whites for hating black people. My friend's friend, he had a black friend in high school.
True.
He went to high school in Italy, right? In Milan, which is like northern Italy, right? Like the sophisticated part of Italy. Not like the fucking, hey, yo, Tony, hey, Sicily, we don't write nothing down. We got oral stories. It's like because none of you can read. That's why. That's why you got oral stories.
Let me tell you something, but just sit down for a minute.
Yeah. And then, right, guess what his nickname was on the soccer team that the coach bestowed upon him? Negrito. I shit you not. Negrito. And even my friend, who is kind of, I mean, I wouldn't call him a racist, but he definitely has his preferences, right? He definitely has his preferences, right? He's not like Final Solution racist. He's not like burning shit hoods, but he's like, man, I want to see French people. Like, you know what I mean?
No, he's
This guy,
is
even
he black?
He's French.
Okay.
White dude. Even this guy said that was fucked up. and he thinks that all African he thinks that all African hookers in Europe have A's, and even he thought that it was fucked up. All of them have A's. Yeah, I swear to God, I was trying to fuck this one time in Milan, and he's like, "This dirty bitch has AIDS, man! You get away from me!"
Are we gonna have to cut that part out?
No, why?
Okay, never mind.
Who cares?
No,
this is what he thinks. I don't think this. This is what he thinks. I was trying to fuck the girl.
That's not
what I mean.
Never mind. Okay, so
what about? It doesn't matter. This fool made all of his money in crypto. He's a ghost.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I get the story. But he's white. White. He had a Negroni is an acceptable.
No, Negrito.
Yeah, I know it's slightly different, but like I don't
Negroni.
say Negroni in bars. When I was drinking, I never said the name of that drink.
Why?
Why do you think? I was worried. That's
ridiculous.
I slip and I say the wrong.
No. That's ridiculous.
Oh man!
And even if you say the wrong syllable, you just go, "Hey, my bad." You know what I mean? Let's deal with it like people, right?
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what kind of bars are you free? I didn't know that you were going to the UN of bars, dude.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You're in fucking West Hollywood trying to find a producer who you can jack off in the bathroom, dude.
No. I was in a delusion that I already knew all the producers. I was in complete delusion. I was like, I already know everybody, you fucking loser.
Walk in your sandals.
You were just mean to me. You're gonna grovel at my feet when I have all the money and all the influence. And I'm gonna make you suck my dick just purely out of power.
Why do you want money?
What about money?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, essentially,
no, but like, why do you want money?
To make sure that my kids have a serious advantage.
Right. That's not money. I'm talking about money. That's like, hey, let's live in a nice enough place with a good school district.
I'll introduce you to my friend. He has like money. I don't think I want that.
How much money are we talking about?
It's too much responsibility.
How much?
At least in the billions.
Okay. Well, no, I'm talking about like $30 million.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean like that kind of stuff. That would still be way above my aspirations.
Oh, yeah?
Oh
my God, you got to reach higher than that. Fuck it.
I'll reach higher, but I'll be okay. Like, I'm not going to kill myself if I only make $30 million.
Well, I don't think anyone would. But what do you,
let me tell you, that's not true. But there's a lot of people who do.
Okay, well, they're out of their mind psychos and they deserve to die anyways. What would you do with all that? Why do you want that? I could tell you why I want it.
I would buy guns. I would buy a giant ranch. I would buy houses all over the place. I would raise my kids in Denmark because then there'll be poor people. You understand that there's...
No. You're not going to go into my ancestral home
Literally, I am more
fucking-
Danish
No, you're not.
genetically
No,
than
you're
you
not.
are.
No, you're not.
100%. Your last.
I'm not gonna
name
have
is
this argument. I'm not gonna have this argument.
Yes,
What's my other argument? Well, it's only my last name? No, it said I'm 6'2", 230, and I'm
Let me tell you.
I look like a fucking berserker.
No one.
And I was doing cocaine, drinking Guinness for 5 years.
People would be surprised if you lied to them and said you were Danish. People
No,
would
they
not,
wouldn't.
People would
No, they
not
wouldn't.
believe I was not Danish.
When I go to Denmark and hand them my passport, they smile at me like a forgotten son who's coming back, dude.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
They love me over there.
Oh, they don't love you as much as me.
Yeah.
But anyways, let me.
How much free medical care did you get over there?
Everything.
No.
How many free
medical care?
drinks did you get? It's free for everybody. That's a moot point. They give it to Somalis. They don't give a fuck.
You know that is absolutely not the case.
No,
At all. If you don't have a Danish social security number, you don't get it. But I got it.
They give it to me.
What did they
They
get?
gave it to you because you're a Christian.
What did you need? What did you need?
They gave it to you because of your last name.
What did you need fixed? That's
Everything.
not true. It's because I
Everything.
looked.
Everything.
Not everything. Okay, so you got a penis transplant.
No.
And you got your prostate removed. And you got all these things. So that would be that eliminates a few things from everything.
I got a new heart.
You got a
They
new heart.
took it out of a Danish guy and put it in me because they said, you know what? That guy was tiny and he didn't look like he was on the ship.
That does.
We don't need farmers. We need warriors.
You guys do seem a little, or you seem a little bit like you do have a tiny guy's heart in your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't like Christmas? Because I'm not a faggot? I mean, what the fuck? Because I'm not like, yeah, Jingle Bells, great. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be
going on.
You know what? See, the problem that I have with Christmas is that it's the only time of the whole year where we forego all the great music in the history of, the world, which is basically us.
There we go.
Which is basically just us. Some in England and some in France, but basically just us. You know what I mean? And Latin America and Brazil.
What about great classical
and
Christmas
Cuba
music?
Yeah, okay, the Germans, you know what I mean? They're good.
What would you listen to classical Christmas music?
What, like the Nutcracker, like Tchaikovsky?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
But that started off as the Nutcracker. Okay, that was a sophisticated song. That was a Dingle Bell, Dingle Bell, Dingle Bell Rock. Dingle Bell, and Dingle Bell.
I like how we put together a list of topics and we're not hitting them at all.
It's like, sorry, I don't want to inundate my brain with a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? I'm anti-corporate, but I love Christmas. Yeah. I'm not even doing it because of that. I just think you're dull. You're dull. And you deserve to die. The Christmas crowd is a Disneyland crowd. There's no difference. Oh, but it's so great because you open presents and oh, hey guys, look, the house has lights on it. We're the laughing stock of the world because of this. You realize that, right?
I didn't realize Christmas is why people disrespect America.
Like, you realize that French people look at us like, the man, they are so retarded. They go to the house and it has the lights on it.
And how do we look at French people?
Dude.
How do we look at them?
I look at them as like, awesome.
Really?
I fucking love those, yeah.
Okay, that's why you got the just blank white shirt. You're going for the real flag color.
What?
I guess I'm being a little...
Are you saying I'm not American?
I'm saying that if you love France so much, you're a big surrenderer.
France has actually won the most wars in the history of the world ever.
They surrendered in the most important one.
Says you, because the Jewish media controls you. You're a fucking plant. They couldn't handle my voice.
Who sent you here?
They couldn't handle my voice. They had this guy on here. They shut me down. And you're the anti-Semite, too. You're running a deep, deep psyop.
Why am I the anti-Semite?
Because you are.
Because I am.
I'm Jewish.
You know what? I'm sorry.
I'm Jewish.
Yeah, you're Jewish.
I am.
I'm actually from Denmark, and they don't know who you are, and they know who I am. And I'm sorry. You're right about those.
Yeah, you know what? You can't be from Denmark. Because Israel has more missiles than your little shithole country that's going to fucking sink under the water, dude. We have healthcare.
I don't think
you got 4 million people. Suck my dick, you blonde autistic fuck. Nobody even likes those people. You know what I mean? Nobody even likes them, dude. You get in a room with those guys, you're like, am I here with a bunch of fucking Asians that are LARPing as large blonde guys? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here, dude? You know what I mean?
Asians who are LARPing.
Dude, they just got a bunch of Mongolians and fucking they made their hair blonde and opened their eyes and they just sit there. hey, nice weather today.
There's gotta be something about that.
And you're like, why do you guys speak English so well?
Wait, so you have completely, I hope someone follows this. I hope it's not just me. I hope this comes through in the audio log. You have completely flipped to being from, you can't school your kids in my country, to that country sucks. They're Asians LARPing as large blonde guys.
Dude, they need a little bit more Italian. Like,
Wait a minute. No, don't do that one too. Don't flip.
I fucking love those guys.
This is the same pie.
I love the Italian.
I would get it. I would get it if it was this one and then the next one. This is mid-podcast. You have completely changed all your beliefs.
It's because I hate everything. I hate everything, and I have a lot of love for everything. You know what I mean? Like Asians, I hate that they like have no personality, and then they're like, and now they have the balls to say that's a stereotype, and it's like, okay, prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Bobby Lee's the only one I've ever seen, right? You know what I mean? Okay, prove me wrong. You know what I mean? But then I also like how they like, you know, build great societies because they just, you know, fall in line. You know, they're just good at falling in line.
That's true. That's true.
We need them. They're Asian. And you know what? I love Asians, dude. To my Asian family in Hawaii, I love you guys. You guys got Americanized. You have personalities. I'm talking about the ones fresh off the boat. You know what I mean? They just don't know. They walk around all confused. You know what I mean? They're like, why do you guys seem confused all the time?
What about
they're like waiting for a fucking milkshake at Fatburger, and they're like confused.
What about the rooftop Koreans in the
yeah, but
there we go. There we go.
Koreans
fresh off the boat.
No, but Koreans are fresh off the Koreans are a bit different, dude. Koreans are fucking so groovy.
They're not different than Asians. They might be different than Chinese people or Japanese people.
Okay, well, I'm talking about Chinese people, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the hive mentality. The Koreans and Japanese are cool, man. You know what I mean? But there's positives to the hive mentality. You don't get a bunch of guys wearing off-white saying that they're artists. You know what I mean? Everybody falls in line. Everybody goes, I'm nothing. And you actually have something to contribute to the world. You become something. You know what I mean? That's the great flaw of the American system. Allowing retards to believe that they're worth more than anything than their fucking dime piece in the economy. Shut up and go to work and fucking watch your TV shows and don't post on Instagram about your day, you fucking little shit. You know what I mean?
You hate freedom.
No,
you hate America.
I love freedom.
You would rather, because you're playing devil's advocate.
No, I hate the freedom that the internet has given us. We need more. We need more followers. Everybody shouldn't be allowed to post on Instagram.
By the way,
I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Aren't you tired of seeing every white girl post a photo of avocado toast with her friends and they jut their arms out really far? And it's like, oh my God, like it looks like a demon is holding their arms up, just forcing them to smile. And you're like, this is big.
All right.
And you're like, you're a demon and you're going to marry an accountant with a fucking limp dick. You know what I mean? And you're going to ruin his life and probably push him to suicide. And then that little thing about him walking in, if he has any balls left after she castrated him, and shooting a shotgun through his mouth and out the back of his skull in front of his son, and his son having to pick up the pieces and try to put his skull back together. Daddy, it's okay. And the mom comes in on Xanax and 4 bottles of wine going, I'm fucking Jerome anyways. And then his new stepfather is a fucking NBA player. Basically the backstory of Quentin Tarantino, if you think about it. You know what I mean?
What if, okay, let's play this out. So what if that whole scene happens, but the son is so good at Legos, he actually could put the dad back together? And then how does the dad feel after that? He's like, I'm sorry.
Like Edward
Norton. And they just try to get the shotgun, but no one will let him near it.
Give me the fucking gun.
I'm like, fuck, I never should have bought him Legos. Fucking little cretin.
Or he just puts him back together and just sits him up in his rocking chair and just stares at his dead father. And going, that's Daddy. And the mom just plays along with it going, yeah, he's alive. Daddy doesn't say anything anymore. He's very upset with you right now because he's a horrible person. You should hate your father.
Childhood at Bernie's?
Yes.
Okay, wait. So I was really interested by this. So I didn't get to finish with my money thing, but really, like, I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. But just
what would you really buy?
A bunch security. I'd buy security.
Oh
dude.
God, that's so boring, dude.
I know.
Boring.
But
if you have
when things change, I want to have liquid assets, and I want to be able to like
what things change when the robots take over.
Literally,
when universal income,
minor things change,
like when universal.
And people who get so here's the thing about when you were talking about people with $30 million don't kill themselves. People who had $1 billion and then go down to $30 million,
but that's
99%
but that's not us.
No, that's not us. Those are
I'm talking about the scum of the society getting some money.
But what I'm saying is those people like almost always commit suicide, even though relative to most of the world, their life is awesome.
Of course.
So what I would like to do is I would like to not, first off, I'd like to keep the perspective that $30 million is
I'd like to not kill myself.
I'd like to not kill myself, avoid that as much as I can.
Right.
Not have any salad tongs in the house. And so basically just put, what time? Oh shit, it is time. I will see. She's usually late. Okay. But so I want to have enough money so that if there's a huge change, like the housing the market crashing in 2008, people who were rich became middle class or poor from that. I want to be able to survive things like that, or bigger. That's my thing that I look forward to. More importantly, giving kids an even better life than I received. And I feel like I've got a pretty good life. And I kind of
fucked it up. Kids, they don't know the difference. They don't know shit.
Probably
you can tell them that peanut butter and jelly's caviar, for God's sake.
Okay, what would you do with that kind of money? $30 million. What
cocaine.
Would you do?
I mean, is there any?
No. Did I tell you?
I would use my private jet to go to Colombia and fly in bricks of cocaine that I would then do with my 14 wives in my house, all varying light skins from different countries. I'd have a French light skin bitch that I do
You'd have a whole spectrum.
Yeah, I'd have a Brazilian light skin. I'd have a Dominican light skin bitch. I'd have a fucking Louisiana Creole light skin. I'd have a New York light skin bitch if I felt like arguing.
How dark skin can you go? How dark skin can you go?
I could go extreme. I'd have a couple dark skin bitches too. I like dark skin bitches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So here's my thing. So did I?
And then I'd have my current girlfriend. She'd be the queen bee, and she'd like it because I don't
know about that.
Because I have enough money. I'd be like, look, you know what I mean? You don't always want to do this. You got your own little shit. You know what I mean? These are whores that live with us. You know what I mean? These are whores.
These are whores that live with us
and teach me different languages while I'm getting my dick sucked. You know what I mean?
God.
Like, I'll get my dick sucked by the Brazilian one. The French one will be talking dirty to me.
What's your role in the children's lives?
Fuck if I know.
I pay the nanny.
I pay the nanny. I pay the nanny, and then I get them like a fucking G.I. Joe. I'm like, here you go.
Is your life purely for the history books? Oh man, I already forgot. Patty Main. Is that your life just purely for the history books?
I mean, dude, what, like this fucking guy, like what, he's going to play bridge with his friends, like it'd be super like stuff, like fuck that. I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory, and I'd rather be like, that guy was
cocaine and whores that my wife can manage.
Right. She's the queen bee.
What if one of them starts cheating on you?
Well, then she just get fired. I don't care. It's purely professional.
What if she's the one who sucks your dick the best?
Dude, you know how many women there are in South America? Come on, dude. And like, it's not that hard.
It's not that hard. That's why we show you how to do it. Hey, Keith, get over here.
Like, dude, our shit is hard. Like, we gotta find the thing. We gotta fucking that's why gay guys they have an easier life because they could please their partners easier. You know what I mean? Because that's why the girls that can't suck dick well, it's like, well, you really must be a self-centered whore. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's really easy. We've all eaten popsicles our whole life. You know what I mean? The front of it is more tingly than the shaft. Grab the balls a couple times, moan a little bit, look at me and tell me it's fucking awesome to sell my day. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? Just say, oh, this is my favorite thing to do. I'll be like, oh, really? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
It's fucking simple. It's very simple. And yet they still cannot do that simple task without complicating it. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Is it genetic? Is it that they're I don't know. And some of them do, but the ones that do it the best are often the ones that you would never, ever, 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 ever want to bring around anyone you know, because they have such low self-esteem that they'd either probably fuck somebody that you know, because they'd be like, I don't know if his friend likes me. And
let me suck it.
Yeah, let me suck it. I will suck it right now. You know what I mean? Or they're just dull and dumb as fuck and only want to watch Filipino crime documentaries on YouTube. You know what I mean? I had one of those. Dominican one. Sucked dick like a motherfucker. But the only thing that she wanted to do... No. This was a random girl. She had the biggest ass of all time. She used to get hit on by the NYPD in Bed-Stuy. I would just be like, no, I don't need problems, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. No stop and frisk for me.
I refused to walk outside with her because I thought that I would be like, you know, like fucking up the ecosystem of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because she was a dark-skinned Dominican girl with a ginormous ass. Even my roommate was like, you're never going to fucking ass like that again unless you become a rapper or a millionaire. Because those things just don't come around very often. And she sucked dick like a fiend, like it was her job. You know what I mean? And I don't know if this is a cultural thing or not, but she watched 50 Shades of Grey with her mom. She's like, I love watching 50 Shades of Grey with my mom. I was like, okay, like that's great for me, but also kind of weird. Does your mom want to come over too? And she didn't take that very offensively. She said, oh, Papa, you're so crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
That's how she talked.
I said, oh, Papa, you're so crazy.
She talked like
that. She talked like that.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? And she sucked dick like I said, like it was her job. No, not like it was her passion. Like she was allowed to do her passion. Like God bestowed her with the life to fucking pursue her passion, which was gargling cock and swallowing cock. You know what I mean? And just putting like balls in her mouth. Just, you know what I mean? Like I was like, whoa,
like an intro to an art school, like, you know, like a put like a little montage of like all the different things. It was like a guy painting like a toe, like weed painting. It's a good ballerina dancing. Or just sucking it like a demon.
Yeah.
And her your balls up her nose.
Yes, but
she's sucking you upside down.
Dude, she used to suck my dick on Zoom during college. Like,
no!
I would think it was hot. She'd be like, come on, please. She'd be like, por favor, papi, let me suck at your dick on the Zoom. And I'd be like, oh, I'd be like, no. I'd be like, oh. I was like, I'd be myself to answer because I'd be like, oh. You know what I mean? And
Did you turn off your camera?
No. It was like, it was here. It was like out by the middle of my chest. But the only thing that she liked to do besides that was watch Filipino crime documentaries on YouTube, which were very poorly produced.
But she's Dominican.
Yeah, I know. That was the weird thing. And the person had a Filipino accent, like a person who speaks Tagalog is talking English and narrating something, dude. Like it was insane. Yeah. Like, do you see the, like, I don't even know how to do it. Like, Philippines, like, it's butter and Philippines, like, do this.
They're like, you're here, you're first off, you're seeing an ass that will never replicate itself again.
Never.
In your life, at least. And then you're also seeing a mix of accents that just has never happened before.
Yeah, no.
And, like, you worries me because I'm worried it might, like, split an atom or something.
Right.
Something that shouldn't be done.
It could.
Yeah. All right. So we should cut it off here. But yeah, I like this one. This is good.
Yeah, man. You guys, fuck you guys, man.